So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. I'm going to throw myself out on the end of a limb today and make a video to start off my new series for the week. I took a little bit of a break over the weekend for a couple of days for a birthday and family break, and I have to tell you, I missed you, but I needed a little bit of a break. It's always good to take time for you and yourself. So this is going to be a one-shot little video thing, situation here. So today, while I was opening back up YouTube and all of that, and I hope I say this correct, I'm subscribed to his channel. I'm pretty positive his first name is Bjorn. And I'm going to put a link down below to his channel, really nice channel, and he speaks very frank. And he hit on something today or in the past couple of days, that I have been hesitant to talk about on videos, but I think that we all need to have a really honest moment about what's going on around us. First of all, I want to say right now with what topic that first of all, I'm going to be very careful with my words with this topic. You have to understand why. If you don't, well, then I just don't believe that anybody with any type of smidge of awareness of how life has been for all of us on social media for the last 2 to 3 years. I don't think it needs any explanation as to why we have to be particular and speak somewhat in code and all of the above, right? I think you know that. Anybody that says, just say it, I think that a lot of times folks are just they're provoking. So I am going to be very particular with what I say. And before I do that, I'm going to let my old dog back in. We're going to let Sadie back in the house. So the video that I'm talking about, he pretty much, and I've listened to it today, and I did read some of the comments, and I'm just going to give my little take on this because I'll be honest with you, besides the fact that it was my birthday this weekend, I think a lot of you out there, for various reasons, but a lot of similar reasons, are very mentally and emotionally distressed over things that we have been seeing in recent weeks to months and that seem to be amping up. And I think that there is a lot, I know there is, of concern over decisions that people have made with themselves over the past couple of years. I will be very point blank on this and be very honest with my experience, which is, number one, I am not hokey pokeyed, and I will not be hokey pokeyed. That was a personal decision our family made. But the video that he talks about, what he's talking about in the video is that there was an article apparently that came out. I assume it is over in Europe. I'll need to verify that, but let's just go with what I'm talking about here in general. Basically, people that chose to do it and now are seeing all of these ill effects or are enduring all of these ill effects are now blaming the ones that did not and are saying, why didn't you warn us, or why didn't you warn us enough? Well, I have a lot to say about that. And you know, he goes on in the video asking, is this a joke? Are you serious? Which part of me does too. Now, I haven't personally met or know of anybody that has said anything to me with that mindset. I will tell you what I am seeing with my own family, friends, emails, thousands and thousands of emails or comments combined, is that there is a high sense of anxiety, despair, and a lot of regrets from people. I can tell you that I personally know people that regret doing it. And for good reason, they have a lot of anxiety about their personal health now because they're witnessing things happening, and it just seems to come back to one conclusion in a lot of scenarios. But I want to go out on a limb here and say that if you go back 18 months ago and you look at some videos, you're going to very clearly see that I myself, while I will tell you, and I will tell you this to this day, that I personally feel that you have the right to decide what works best for you. But to say that individuals did not warn others is false. At least the ones that I know, at least me in my case. I can certainly tell you in my husband's case, there was great concern, huge pause, and there was a, are you sure about that? And, you know, we really try and even tried then and even now to push people to do homework. Please do your homework. You're an adult. Do your research. Wait and see. Do more homework. I think that was a very safe angle for a lot of us to go with and to try to push for people. That applies for anything, whether it's getting chickens this year. I mean, it may not be for you, right? We've talked about cost versus time versus whatever. But when it comes down to your health, you know, there is a fine line there. And so a lot of people that gave these warnings and tried to talk to people, well, a lot of us were demonized. And I like to move on past, you know, I did move past it because I knew why people were saying what they were saying, and it wasn't coming from a good place. So even when I made my video talk about my husband and the push on him with his job, and like a lot of you were being forced to make decisions that you did not want to make. My husband did not. But you know, it's pretty painful when you are really, truly, honestly trying to just get people to think and people to do research, and you're trying to look out for people, and they come back at you and they don't allow you to shop, they don't allow you to come to their church, or they force you to do this or that, or they don't want to talk to you anymore. They tell you how dirty you are. They tell you how stupid you are. I will tell you, that was a pretty hot situation with individuals like this for a while. And so, you know, I think that may have, in turn, it could have shut a lot of people up, because they get to the point where they say, I've said what I need to say. I've done what I need to do. I'm not going to be subject to abuse anymore. These people are adults. I can't make them do. I can't make them choose what they're doing with their children. I've told them, I'm stopping. But I'm going to push back and say, for anybody out there to say that they weren't warned is false. So it's important that we have this moment for us and people like me to say, hold on, wait a minute. No, that's not true. But at this point in the game, overall, now that I've said that and I'm done, hopefully you'll be done if you're like me and have been treated this way, that we all understand that we are in a massive predicament. I can tell you, and I admit to you, that I am worried sick about individuals that I know. I won't deny that. I know God is in control, and I'm not in that arena, but as a human and as a friend or family member, or even if I've never met you, I am going to tell you that I don't deny that I'm in fear for people. I mean, how can you not be? And I'm praying for people. I'm praying for all of us. We need to understand that we have to set that aside. This is not unhokey pokey versus hokey pokey. It shouldn't be. Because we're all in a serious situation here for various reasons. So I'm not telling people what to do with their health. I'm not telling you what decisions you should have made or you shouldn't make. I'm just telling you the perspective that's coming down on people like us and the blame that is apparently beginning to spill over on people like us. And when you see that, do you really believe that's true? I mean, why would somebody that says, okay, well, I chose not to eat a banana today and I'm not going to eat the banana today. And so that's what, if you want the banana, go get the banana. I don't think you should, but you know, have you researched if the banana is, good for you? I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? And you went ahead and did it anyway. Then that was the decision that you made for you. But like I said, it's done now in a lot of cases. And there's a lot more in this discussion with things that are happening with people that I know, that we know, that I don't feel would be appropriate for me to really get into discussion about, because these people are friends and family or whatever, and they watch my videos, and I think this can compound stress for people. But we did warn you. We did. We did as best as we could. I know I did. And I think anybody that's a decent individual that knows me will absolutely say, yes, she did. Yes, they did. And I listened, or I agreed, or I made a different decision because I'm an adult. And when you do that, when you are an adult and you make these decisions, well, unfortunately, every decision that we make has potentials or consequences. But the bottom line, like I said, I'll put this back in my fruit bowl. We need to pray for each other, and we need to be there for each other. Because here's the thing. When things happen to people, regardless of decisions that they made or didn't make, if something happens to that individual, a lot of times these individuals have spouses, they have children, they have siblings, obviously, mothers and dads. And so it doesn't just affect them, whether it's an injury, whether it's sickness, or whether it's the ultimate. We have to understand that this affects so many other people. So I hope this video is clear. I will attach his video down below. I think that he's very straightforward, and it really spoke to me today because, like I said, like many of you, we are seeing things on a daily basis, and it breaks my heart. Kitty cat therapy is the best therapy, isn't it? Yes. Yes. All right, guys. I just wanted to put this out there, and I wanted you to look into his video, and I wanted to thank you for being here. And I think we need to have these discussions and sincere moments, and to understand that cat hairs on my face, that we need to come together in a lot of ways, because the division from within is what leads to the ultimate downfall. And I don't care what you believe, who you voted for. I'm positive that people that follow this channel understand that we can't let that happen. Like, subscribe, and share. We're going to clear up. We're going to make some biscuits. I love you. Thank you for being here. Praying for you. Guys, see you on the next.